The tip of the month this month is find buyers at the courthouse. You know, I teach a lot of real estate investing students, and some of them say, well, I'm not interested in the house. I'll say, did you go look at any homes? They'll say, yeah. And I'll say, well, did you make an offer? And they'll say, no. And I say, well, why not? Well, I'm not interested in that house. It doesn't meet my criteria. And I'll say, you're leaving a lot of money on the table because you're not making an offer on homes that you're not interested in. You could make an offer on that home, and if you get the price that you're asking, you could turn around and sell that property to me or the people on my buyer's list or to someone on your buyer's list. So, how do you get a buyer's list? What would be a good way to build a buyer's list? Well, I'll tell you this. Every first Tuesday in Texas, they have 2 auctions at the courthouse in every county. Not 1, but 2. They have the courthouse steps auction, which is the foreclosure, and they have the sheriff's sale, which is the tax auction. And there'll always be a lot of investors there, and guess what those investors have in their pocket? They have money. And some of them will bid and they won't win. Or some of them will come and the home that they planned to bid on is no longer available. So they leave with cash in their pocket and a desire to purchase a home. Wouldn't that be a pretty good person to have on your investor list? So every county has this every month, and there's 2 of them. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. So if you make it a goal over the next year to have 60 investors on your list, you would only need to go to these 2 auctions and find 5 people every single month. That should be a pretty easy thing to do. I had some people that came in to interview with me about my mentoring program, and I was telling them about the buyer's list, and they said, well, you have a buyer's list already. And I said, that's great. How many are on your list? I thought mine would be bigger. They said, 1,500. Oh. I said, my gracious, how did you get 1,500 people on your list? And they said, well, we attend a lot of auctions and we get to know the people who want to purchase. So I thought that was a great tip of the month. You're not using that. And by the way, if you find a deal, send it to me. I may buy it or I'll send it to my buyers. And that's the tip of the month. For this tip of the month on video and all my other tips of the month, visit DennisJHenson.com, where you'll find an awful lot of great things that you can use in your real estate investing business.